Max Nation! I'm Uncle to the Max coming at you with today's episode of the Sports Room Talk Show. A salute to you. Now, before we get going, if you haven't done so already, make sure you punch that subscribe button like a UFC fighter, hit the like button with the Judas effect, and deliberate curb stomp to the notification bell, courtesy of Seth freaking Rollins. Now, before I get into the actual content of today's video, I want to give a special shout out to Tom Grossi. He is doing something called 30 and 30. He is going to every NFL stadium, all 30, in 30 days. Today he is in Indianapolis, going to Lucas Oil Stadium to visit with Colts fans. So that's pretty neat. And he's going to be on the Pat McAfee show. I would have loved to have actually met Tom when he was here in Cleveland, but unfortunately the timing just didn't work out because I was out of town when he came in. He started in Green Bay, then went to Minnesota, and I think after that he went to Chicago, and then Detroit, then to Cleveland, and then to Buffalo, and then New England. I'd have to look at the rest of his thing. But I know today he's in Indianapolis. And he's going to end his journey in Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium. So, just want to give a huge shout out to him. I love watching his content. I'll put a link to his channel in the description of this video. If you haven't done so, you definitely should subscribe. It's actually how I met Minnesota Vikings man 28, which, by the way, I am so looking forward to when the Browns and Vikings play each other again in 2025, because I really enjoyed our video collaboration the last time we did it in, what was that, 2021, I believe it was? Yeah, 2021. Week 4, when we won 14-7 in a horrible game. But whatever. I kind of wish the Browns and Vikings were in the same division, actually. That'd be kind of cool. If I had it my way, the AFC North would be the Cleveland Browns, Detroit Lions, Minnesota Vikings, and probably the Cincinnati Bengals. Although I would include the Indianapolis Colts in there, and I can't forget about the Pittsburgh Steelers. So I would have to actually sit down and think about it. But for sure, I would have the Browns, Lions, and Colts in the AFC North. Again, this is just something in my head. But this isn't an NFL video. Tonight is Game 5 of the NBA Finals. The Denver Nuggets are up 3-1 as they take on the Miami Heat. The Nuggets have never won a championship, let alone played in the NBA Finals. This is their first time playing in the NBA Finals in franchise history. I think this series ends tonight. And, furthermore, I think you could make an argument that if the Nuggets do indeed wrap up the NBA Finals tonight, you could make an argument that Denver is title town. Why? Well, because the Colorado Avalanche won the Stanley Cup last year, and now the Nuggets are about to win the championship NBA Finals this year. Granted, Vegas is probably going to win the Stanley Cup tomorrow for the first time in franchise history, which isn't that long. They've only been around since 2018. But still, that would be impressive. It's their second time in the Stanley Cup in 6 seasons. But this isn't a hockey video. Don't worry. But I think you could make an argument that Denver is title town because winning the Stanley Cup and NBA Finals back-to-back, that's pretty impressive. I don't know how often that happens. But furthermore, right now I would say there is no best player in the NBA right now. Giannis Antetokounmpo? No. LeBron James? No. Jayson Tatum? Nope. Kevin Durant? Damian Lillard? Nope. Stephen Curry? Nope. Devin Booker? Kawhi Leonard, definitely not. He can't stay healthy. Paul George, no. Um, Anybody else? No. Right now, I would say there is no best player in the NBA. That championship or title, whatever you want to call it, is vacant. However, if the Denver Nuggets do wrap up the NBA Finals tonight, Nikola Jokic gains that title. He probably has the best grasp on it right now, but I don't think he's for sure wrapped it up. If the Nuggets win, which again, I think they're going to, he's for sure going to win Finals MVP. That's no doubt about it. That would mean he will have won back-to-back League MVP awards, Western Conference Finals MVP, NBA Finals MVP, and of course, most importantly, NBA champion. So, but just talking about this season, I'm not talking about accolades and stuff. Because if we're talking all that, then LeBron James is the best player in the NBA. But I'm not talking about history and accolades and all that. I'm just talking about right here, right now. In my opinion, Nikola Jokic has the best opportunity to win that title. But right now, it is vacant. I don't believe Giannis is holding that title. I don't believe Jayson Tatum is holding that title. Ja Morant is for sure not holding that title. In my opinion, Ja Morant should get suspended for the entire season. But I'm not going to speak any more on that because I just don't want to. But again, I think Ja Morant should be suspended for the entire season. Damian Lillard, no, he definitely doesn't hold that title. He needs to get the heck out of Portland because no superstar is going to want to go to Portland to play with him. And Damian Lillard needs an NBA championship. He's that good, but it's he's stuck in Portland. Nobody really gets to see him. It's the same problem when Christian McCaffrey was up for the Heisman Trophy a few years ago. I think he had a great chance at winning. But the problem is he played at Stanford. And their games were on at 10 o'clock at night. So nobody really got to see him over on the East Coast. It's the same thing. If Damian Lillard has a game on ESPN or whatever, it's usually on at 10 o'clock. So nobody gets to see him. But think about it. What if he was in a Miami Heat jersey? That would be amazing. Him, Jimmy Butler, Bam Adebayo, that would be great. What if he was in a Boston Celtics jersey? Jaylen Brown, Jayson Tatum, and Dame? Or maybe you just have Jayson Tatum and Damian Lillard. That would be great. Because I don't think Jaylen Brown and Jayson Tatum are going to stay together this coming season. I think Jaylen Brown is going to get traded. That's just my opinion. But getting back to this, yeah, Miami has turned back into an 8 seed. Have they had one of the best runs in NBA history? Yes, but I think it comes to an end tonight. I think we're actually going to get a repeat of 2016. What do I mean by that? Well, in 2016, you had Northern California in the Stanley Cup Final and the NBA Finals. Because you had the San Jose Sharks facing the Pittsburgh Penguins, and then you had the Golden State Warriors facing the Cleveland Cavaliers. And we all know what happened. The Penguins defeated the Sharks in 6 games, and then the Cavaliers came back from a 3-1 series deficit to beat the Warriors and win their first championship. This year, South Florida is in the NBA Finals and the Stanley Cup Final. The Miami Heat are facing the Denver Nuggets, and the Florida Panthers are facing the Vegas Golden Knights. I think tonight, Miami's hopes for the NBA championship go up in smoke. And tomorrow, I think it will be nighttime because I think Vegas closes this out back on their home ice in the Fortress in front of their home fans. Which they would, let's see, Colorado won it in Tampa Bay last year. 2021, Tampa won it on their home ice. So, yeah. If the Nuggets do it on their home court tonight, they would be the first home team to win the NBA Finals since 2017. Because last year, the Warriors won the championship in Boston. No, actually, I scratched that. The Bucks won the championship in Milwaukee. I stand corrected. Yeah, so it wouldn't be as long as I thought. Yeah, the Nuggets would be the first team to win at home since 2021. But in the grand scheme of things, it hasn't happened that often. 2023, Nuggets. 2021, Bucks. And 2017, Warriors. Other than that, the 2022 Warriors won it in Boston. The 2020 Lakers won it down in the Orlando bubble. 2019 Raptors, they won it at Golden State. 2018 Warriors, they won it in Cleveland. 2016 Cavaliers won it in Golden State. 2015 Warriors won it in Cleveland. The San Antonio Spurs in 2014 won at home. The 2013 Miami Heat won it at home. The 2012 Miami Heat won it at home. The 2011 Dallas Mavericks won it in Miami. The 2010 Los Angeles Lakers won it at home. 2009 Los Angeles Lakers, they won it in Orlando. 2008 Boston Celtics, they won it in Boston. The 2007 San Antonio Spurs, they won it in Cleveland. 2006 Miami Heat, they won it in Dallas. 2005 San Antonio Spurs, they won it in San Antonio. And the 2004 Detroit Pistons won it in Detroit. That's all I can go back to. But I guess winning on your home court is a little more common than I thought. But it still would be pretty cool because you get to celebrate in front of your home fans and stuff. But that's going to do it for this episode of the Sports Room Talk Show. I will see you next time.